Yo, sup, this is NY3. Now I know a lot of you guys have been asking for a deck list for the new Zing Zefra deck. Now I've mainly withheld these lists to not disadvantage any players who want to use the deck at their WCQ. Now of course the last WCQ is the North American WCQ, which is happening this weekend. So after this week, I will probably get around to revealing a list for the Zing Zefra deck. But until then, this video is going to be about the True Draco True King engine utilizing Draconic Diagram and how that adds to the Zing Zefra strategy if you decide to run it. Now the most obvious piece of synergy between Draconic Diagram and the Zefra archetype would be the field spells. Running Draconic Diagram gives you a second field spell target for cards like Set Rotation, which is not only a consistency card but also a very strong floodgate, since if you give your opponent Oracle of Zefra, the search being mandatory, they cannot flip Oracle of Zefra unless they have a Zefra card in their deck. And if they can't flip Oracle of Zefra, then Set Rotation is going to prevent them from using field spells until they either remove the Oracle of Zefra or flip it face up. Terraforming, on the other hand, is a very excellent card. It's been in many of my past profiles already, especially those before the ban of Chicken Game. And after the ban of Chicken Game, I sort of moved away from terraforming. Now, Oracle of Zefra is a great card. You want to see it in every Zefra opening hand. But the problem with Oracle of Zefra is it's hard once per turn, so you can only use one Oracle of Zefra per turn, regardless of how many of them you opened. So if you open any number of copies more than one, it's going to be a clog in your hand for the first turn, which is also the most important turn. So running triple terraforming and triple Oracle of Zefra without any other targets for the terraforming can contribute to quite a lot of clog. Draconic Diagram, on the other hand, is a soft once per turn. So similar to Chicken Game, Draconic Diagram heavily favors us to run triple terraforming, since no matter how many of these you open, you can resolve it and not clog it. So by adding an additional field spell engine, the Draconic Diagram engine, it opens up these two very powerful cards for us to use. The downsides to Draconic Diagram is that it's a brick when drawn alone. So if you have nothing but a Draconic Diagram or a Draconic Diagram and something to pop, you can't search anything meaningful. All of the True Draco and True King spell and traps, as well as all of the True Kings and all of the True Draco cards, are pieces that require at least 2 or 3 cards for it to work. So they're not like the Zodiac engine where everything's a 1-card combo. To summon a True Draco, you need 1 or 2 tributes. To summon a True King, you need 2 monsters to pop, one of which has a matching attribute to it, which means running this as an engine is quite inconsistent, since you're going to open exactly 1 True King or True Draco card in your hand a lot. So there's 2 ways to circumvent this problem. One way is to run a very large engine of Kings or Dracos in your deck. So this is going to, favor you opening 2 or more of the King or Draco cards instead of just exactly 1. So you can reduce bricks that way. The other way is to run as least as possible so that you're pretty much always going to open 0 while having some sort of combo that can search 2 pieces at a time when you need it. So for example, if you open a terraforming and you don't have any other True King or True Draco cards, you can, you would terraforming for Oracle, or if you have a method to make Force Strix or Ancient Fairy Dragon, Force Strix searching Zefra's Elite, and Ancient Fairy Dragon being able to pop a field spell, pop a diagram to search a second diagram, you would be able to terraforming for the Draconic Diagram and resolve 2 Draconic Diagrams in the same turn to not be stuck on having exactly 1 True Draco card and nothing to do with that 1 True Draco card. So, the first combo, to start things off simple, we're going to open 1 True card. So it could really be any of these cards. Let's just go with Masterpiece, for example, along with something like Barrage and Aeolo, or a way to get to Wrap here and a level 1 tuner. The Barrage Aeolo hand, of course, I've shown the capabilities of what it can do in the previous video, and the first half of this combo is really going to be exactly the same as that. So we're going to Barrage for Wrap here. We're going to summon some more Wrap heres. Normal summon the level 1 tuner, Aeolo, synchro for Ding Long. Ding Long can go ahead and grab the 9 pillars. Ding Long is going to drop itself to level 3. Brawl Bull is going to search our low scale. And then we're going to synchro for 7. Ding Long is going to float into Zefra. Next we make a Trident, so up to this point it's all very standard plays. Trident pops the Zefra, and Zefra searches Providence. Providence grabs Oracle. So this is how we access the field spell, starting from no field spells. Activate Oracle. Oracle searching Zefra. Activate Zefra. Zefra puts a skill 7 Zefra into the extra deck, such as Zefraxiton, which is especially good if you open any low scale or any level 4 hand in addition to the opening. But since we did it, it didn't really matter. Next we can set our scales and pendulum summon both. Zefra already used its search effect, so we can't search again. So up to this point, it's all very standard. If we're not running a true engine, usually at this point Ancient Fairy Dragon would just pop the Oracle and search some sort of floodgate field spell like Necro Valley, Zombie World, or Future Visions. But since we're running the true engine, we're going to go ahead and grab the Diagram instead. Diagram, pop something such as Zefraxiton to search the missing piece to go with the Masterpiece. So True King's Return, for example. Then we can set 2, and this is quite a solid field with the Masterpiece in hand. On our opponent's turn, we have the Trident pop. We can also use True King's Return to tribute summon the Masterpiece from our hand. This gives a trap monster immune Masterpiece. True King's Return is going to be able to pop a monster, which is why I favor the True King's Return over the True Draco Heritage and summoning the Masterpiece on your own turn, because you get the extra monster pop. And of course, Masterpiece would be able to banish the True King's Return to pop another card. Since we opened the Barrage, we can banish the Barrage as well, so it's just an additional pop for the Masterpiece. And of course we have the trusty 9 pillars counter trap, popping our Zefra off to negate something, and then Zefra is going to let us search Zefra Providence, for example. It's also worthy to note that this combo managed to put a Zefra Providence in the graveyard to protect Zefra. From that 3-card combo, we managed to get 3 pops, a negate, and a search. Now if you're running some more cool things in your main deck, you can even drop the Masterpiece without seeing a single true card. So again, just opening, Rat and a level 1 tuner, so just these 2 cards. We can Miscellaneousaurus for Dracaeolo, normal summon Rat, summon some more Rats, search the low scale, make Ding Long. Now Ding Long at this point, you can use it to search a Chiwin instead of the counter trap. You can also search a Swanee at this point to end with the same results, which I'll get into later. So same procedure, make Ding Long level 3, synchro into Ancient Fairy Dragon, Ding Long floats into Zefra, make our Trident, Trident pops, Zefra grabs Providence, Providence grabs Oracle, Oracle grabs Zefra. Zefra is going to put a scale 7, such as Zefraxiton, into our extra deck. Since we search Chiwin, we can put Zefra New into the extra deck instead. Next up, Ancient Fairy Dragon pops Oracle. This grabs Diagram. If you're running any more Yang Zings than the Chiwen, you would have searched another Yang Zing instead of Chiwen, so that the Diagram can pop the Yang Zing and float down into Chiwen. But since you don't want to run that many bricks, we're just going to pop off the Ancient Fairy Dragon instead. But Ancient Fairy Dragon specials the Chiwen from the hand. Set skills, Pendulum summon our Zefra News. But it's always good to have the Zefra News there, so if they Dark Hole you, for example, you get a free search on their turn. Since we're going to be making a second Ancient Fairy Dragon anyways, there's not much point having two Ancient Fairy Dragons. If you have the space for something like NAWCQ, you can also pop off the NAWCQ tokens after you overlay the Ancient Fairy Dragons. But anyways, Diagram is going to pop off an Ancient Fairy Dragon. This searches us Mariamne. The second Ancient Fairy Dragon is going to pop the Diagram to search a second Diagram. Activate the second Diagram. That Diagram is going to pop the Mariamne we just searched to grab True King's Return. And Mariamne, when it's popped, you can search a worm, so Masterpiece gets added to the hand. We can then set the return and end with the Masterpiece in hand. On our opponent's turn, again, we have 3 pops, but since we searched the Chiwen instead of the 9 pillars, we're going to have 1 less negate. But we also invested 1 less card into making this, so this entire field only costs 2 cards to make. True King Return this time can bring back something, so you can bring back the Mariamne with True King's Return. You get that 1 pop, the second pop from True King's Return when you tribute it. The Trap Monster Immune Masterpiece also can't die by battle once if the Diagram stays up, and Masterpiece can start popping stuff as well by banishing the return. You still have your scales intact, you still have your Zefra New in here. Ancient Fairy Dragon can search an Oracle or more Diagrams next turn if it lives. If they Dark Hole you or something, Zefra New is going to get a search. Mariamne is going to get a float into any worm, so you can use this to search your scales or something. Yeah, quite a solid field for a 2-card investment if you ask me. But yeah, you realize that we can search 2 field spells out of nowhere without even opening a field spell. So that's the Rat and level 1 Tuner combo. If we have any level 4 or any scale in addition to this 2-card opening hand, we can take it even further. This is going off topic a bit since it's no longer about Diagram, but this is just to explore exactly how much we can do with the Zefra engine with just a 2-card opening. So a hand such as Barrage Fossil Dig actually has the capabilities to FTK your opponent if you're running the necessary combo pieces. As I said, Oviraptor is just an additional level 4 in the combo. If we don't have Oviraptor, then it's going to be a 3-card combo, but quite an unspecific 3-card combo anyways. With an opening hand of just these 2 cards, we can Fossil Dig for Oviraptor, Barrage for Rat, Oviraptor for Miscellaneousaurus for Aeolo. Now to conserve space, we're going to summon Broadbull and use its search effect first. So this grabs us the low scale. If we already had a low scale but was missing the level 4 because we opened Miscellaneousaurus instead of Oviraptor, then we could search a level 4 such as Whiptail instead. In this case, we don't have the low scale, so we would search the low scale. Chuckanine brings back the Rap here. Synchro into Dinglong. Dinglong grabs the Chiwen. Dinglong drops itself down to level 3, and then with the Oviraptor makes Ancient Fairy Dragon. Dinglong floats down into Zefra New. Next up, we're going to Tiger Mortar back the Rap here and summon Trident so that we can pop Zefra New. Zefra New for Providence, Providence for Oracle, Oracle for Zefrath. Going to activate Zefrath to put Zefraxiton into the extra deck. Set the Pendulum Scales. Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect pops Oracle. This searches us Black Garden. activate Black Garden, Pendulum Summon both. This gives them 1 token. Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect to special summon Chi-Wun from the hand, which gives them another token for Black Garden. We're going to make a second Ancient Fairy Dragon. This gives them a 3rd token. Dryden is going to use Rap Hair's effect to summon Rap Hair from the deck, which gives them a 4th token. We're going to overlay Rap Hair and Zefraxiton for number 58 Burning Visor to give them the 5th token. And then here we can use our second Ancient Fairy Dragon to pop off the Black Garden, so we don't need it anymore, they already have 5 tokens. This searches us Fusion Gate, which we're going to go ahead and activate. Overlay the 2 Ancient Fairy Dragons for Make a Phantom Beast Dracosack. Detach to summon 2 tokens. Fusion Gate to fuse Dracosack and Burning Visor for Blaze Phoenix. Of course, we can set more cards into our back row to do more damage, but this is already set. So without setting any other cards, this is already 12 cards on the field. So Blaze Phoenix is going to be able to burn for 3,600. After we've done that, we can fuse the token and Blaze Phoenix. For second Blaze Phoenix, now it's 11 cards on the field, so burn for 3,300. And then do that one more time. Now it's burning for 3,000. So after all of that, it's 9,900 burn damage in total. Pretty decent for a 2-card combo, if you ask me. This FTK combo is especially good against decks that don't run hand traps, such as True Draco Demise. So we did go off topic a bit, but let's get back to the diagram combos. Let's explore what we can do if we open the nuts. So something like Diagram, Barrage, and any Yang Zing, for example, should be able to lead to some pretty good fields. So 3-card combo. So normal summon Yang Zing, activate Barrage, Barrage pops Yang Zing. This spits out Rap Hair from the deck, and now Yang Zing is gonna float into Chi-Wun. Summon some more Rap Hairs. And make Ding Long. Ding Long is going to search Jiao-Tu. Next, we're gonna activate Diagram, pop the Barrage so we can equip it. This grabs us Mariamne. Next, Ding Long drops itself to level 3, and then we're gonna synchro for Ancient Fairy Dragon. Ding Long float into the Yang Zing such as Bian. Ancient Fairy Dragon pops the Diagram to search Diagram. Diagram pops Mariamne to search True King's Return, and Mariamne searches Masterpiece. Next, we can get our Broadwall search. It doesn't really matter what we search here, so probably something like a Whiptail is good. Then summon Trident. Ancient Fairy Dragon special summons the Jiao-Tu from our hand, and we can synchro Jiao-Tu and Ancient Fairy Dragon. For Cloud Castle, Cloud Castle's effect brings back a level 9, so Mariamne. And then we can overlay the 9s for the True King of all Calamities. Dryden's effect pops Bian. Both Chi-Wun and Bian can float, so Chi-Wun from the grave, Bian floats into Suwani from the deck. And then we can use Calamities to declare Earth, so this changes everything on the field to Earth. And then we can synchro Suwani and Chi-Wun for Natria Beast, which also gets a plus 500, so it's a 2/7 beast, which is pretty cool. Set True King's Return, and then we can pass turn with this. So this is a combo that does not involve Zefra, but it does involve running a lot of Yang Zings. So you need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, and the Chi-Wun, so you need at least 5 Yang Zings to do this combo. But yeah, you don't need any Zefras. Now, 3-card investment, and we got pretty much an unbreakable field. During their standby phase, Calamities is going to pretty much dweller their whole field, as well as 1 attribute from anywhere, so they can't use monster effects anymore pretty much. The return can bring back Mariamne, and then in their main phase, the return can also tribute summon for Masterpiece, which is where you get your return pop, you get your Masterpiece pop, you still have your Trident pop, of course. This Trident's going to be a DD Warrior Lady as well, because why not? And of course, Beast. So yeah, pretty good. 3 pops, no monster effects, no spell effects, and you didn't need to run Zefra to do it. You just needed to run a lot of Yang Zings. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of potential mixing these archetypes together to end with some pretty amazing results. You can probably take these combos even further. These have only been 1 and 2 card combos. All of these combos did use the Zoo engine, so if you're not running the Zoo engine, then you would have to do things slightly differently. But the Zoo engine does give increased access to things like Ancient Fairy Dragon. That does make the Draconic Diagram a much better card in the deck. But that has been the true segment for the Zing Zefra done. If you're interested in buying any Yu-Gi-Oh cards seen in this video, or just Yu-Gi-Oh cards in general, be sure to check out ygeosingles.com by using the discount code NY333YGO. You can get a 5% discount off, as well as help me. Join me in the next video where I go over the next hybrid engine with Zing Zefra, which is the Invoked engine, and what that brings to the table for our deck.